I juice because it's fresh, it's easy, it's natural. I determine what I put in my body, and that is the power of juicing. It's not some pharmaceutical company or some food company putting additives and chemicals and colorings into my food. It's me determining what I want to have and how much natural I want to go with my juices. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I squeeze myself a glass of freshly made orange juice or grapefruit, and there is nothing as refreshing as a glass of purely natural juice. Hello lovelies, thank you so much for joining me once again on this episode of Eat Right Africa. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about juicing. What's it about juicing? Is it just a trend or a lifestyle or a hype? How does it benefit you? How can you take advantage of it? And what do you have to remember? How can you make the very best out of your fruits and your vegetables? It's easier for me to consume more fruits and vegetables on a regular daily basis actually than it is for me to just eat them raw. So for me personally, I juice because it keeps me well, it keeps me healthy. Research has proven time over time that fruits and vegetables are very important in the prevention of various kinds of diseases and illnesses. And it is recommended that we should eat up to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. So juicing makes it very easy for me. So let's talk about juicing for weight loss. Everything can be done in the extreme. So there's an extreme juicing diet where you have only juices every day. So basically you're just having fruits and vegetables juiced, and that's all you're having every day for, let's say, 2 weeks. I think this kind of dieting is very extreme and it is detrimental to your health, and I wouldn't recommend it. All right, lovelies. So if you are juicing for weight loss, you're looking at replacing 1 to 2 meals on a daily basis for, let's say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. You determine how much weight you want to lose and how long you want to be on your diet. So if you are on a juicing diet, you can replace 1 to 2 meals every day with a juice. Now let's look at the caloric content. How much calories are in a glass of juice? I'm talking about a quarter of a liter. A quarter of a liter is about that much, so you can measure it. A glass of your orange juice, of your freshly squeezed oranges, gives you about 120 calories, while a glass of your freshly juiced apples gives you about 130 calories. Celeries are usually not sweet at all, and that's why I think they have the least amount of calories, because they don't contain as much sugar as the other fruits that I've just mentioned. Don't forget that your fruits and your vegetables often contain natural sugar, which is carbohydrates, which breaks down in your body into the simplest form of sugar, which is glucose. It is very important that you drink up as soon as possible. Don't leave it to sit in the fridge until the next day. I would consume within 24 hours at most. A glass of freshly squeezed carrot juice gives you about 100 to 110 calories. So if you are juicing for weight loss, you can always add bananas and avocados to your juices. One medium-sized banana has about 90 calories, and bananas are very filling. If you add 2 bananas to a glass of juice, you're increasing the caloric content. The same goes for avocados. Avocados are purely fat, purely and mainly very healthy fat. So you can add avocados to your juices, and that way you stay fuller for a longer period of time. The bad side of juicing is that most of us do not recognize juicing as food. So if you've just had half a liter of any mix of juice, you have consumed calories, and you have to regard that as part of your daily calories. So it can be dangerous and you can be overeating if you don't regard the juices as part of your food. Juicing is food. It's just liquid. It is food. The biggest bad side of juicing is that you lose all the fiber, you lose all the pulp. So I'm going to show you ways to put the fiber, to put the pulp back into your food. If you're juicing, you can simply just put it back into the juice, especially if you're blending it in a mixer. Add back some fiber, Every time you juice, find a way to put the fiber back into the food that you're consuming that day. That's why I think it's very recommendable to juice as the first meal in the day so that you have the fiber available to add to any of the meals you're having later in the day. My name is Ayo Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Eat Right Africa, and see you on the next episode. Do have a great day. Bye for now.